Hello and welcome to the Tea Party Howdy channel. Well, it looks like not all of Hollywood is really happy about the way the DNC convention went. Rose McGowan unleashes a fury against Joe Biden. Wait a minute, that doesn't say furry, that says fury. Oh, my mistake. Rose McGowan unleashes a fury against Joe Biden Democrats. You're monsters. Frauds. I don't know, maybe it is a furry. Okay. The actress has stood behind Biden assault accuser Tara Reid in recent months. Now here's the thing. If you are a fan of the Phantom Menace, you know all about Rose McGowan because the Phantom Menace, who I am not officially a part of, has covered her extensively. I am not a fan of her work, but I am a fan of anybody who has principles and sticks with them even if they are against my principles. Can't stand squishy people who keep flipping and a-flopping. You know who I'm talking about. All of you people out there that do that. Okay, so Rose McGowan is not one of those people, and boy, has she put everything on the line to be that way. Rose McGowan blasted Joe Biden and the Democrat Party on the final day of the DNC in a series of tweets in which she dubbed them all frauds, not to be confused with frogs. Because you know what frogs are? Frogs are those things that when it gets really hot, they drink Coca-Cola. Frogs are those things that when it gets really hot, they eat a hopsicle. Sorry, it's really, really hot here and it's getting to me. The actress and the activist, 46, who has stood behind Biden's assault accuser, Tara Reid. Yeah, whatever happened to Tara Reid? Thanks for bringing her back in the news, Miss McGowan. And blasted Hollywood stars for their support of the Democrat presidential nominee, made her distaste for Biden loud and clear as she ripped his speech in which he described America as a cloak of darkness under Trump. It was interesting that all the fussin' and a mussin' came up for Bill Clinton. It's like, as if Biden doesn't have his own very, very similar accusations. Very strange that they'll still tag it on Willie won't go home. But they're completely cool with Biden. It's like, wow, I can see why she calls them frauds. Give people light. Those are words for our time. The current president has cloaked America in darkness for much too long. Too much anger, he says with anger. Too much fear, he says with a phobia, according to all the people that use the word phobia. Too much division, says the guy who celebrates diversity. Biden said on Thursday night, "You are the reason. You are the season of darkness at Joe Biden, DNC. You are monsters. You are frogs." Stop with that joke. It's not funny anymore. You are the lie. McGowan reacted on social media platform. So, yeah, she's tearing into him a good one. Is she risking her career? You better believe it. You better, you bet. Well, on the other side of town, you've got Mr. John Cusack, who says, he rips the DNC night for a celebrity-filled reality TV convention. It's all showbiz. And he would know, because he's showbiz. The actor also insists he'll do anything to vote Trump out. You should go to Portland. They are doing anything. What's Andrew Jackson doing back there? I thought he was dead. Oh, well. So let's see what they've got to say from him. From Kerry Washington to Julia Louise-Dreyfus. The 4 nights of the DNC convention were filled with speeches and performances by some of Hollywood's biggest stars. But one actor concluded it was just another day in showbiz. John Cusack, who was a vocal critic of President Trump, really who isn't in Hollywood, and previously endorsed Bernie Sanders, unleashed fiery tweets during the final night of the star-studded DNC, likening it to somewhat of a circus due to its many appearances by left-leaning A-listers. I've been reading this list that they're providing. I'm still looking for that A-lister. Julia Louise-Dreyfus was an A-lister? Never. She was definitely a B-lister when Christmas Vacation came out, and she was definitely a B-lister when she was on Seinfeld. But an A-lister? No. Do you think anyone at the DNC... Why isn't that capitalized? Oh, because it's a quote. Do you think anyone at the DNC entertained the idea in removing a reality TV star president? You might want to avoid presenting a slightly less but unmistakable campy kitsch and yes, celebrity-filled reality TV convention. This might not be a good idea. Cusack tweeted. Yeah, it's like all the people that say, how did Trump get elected? He was a talk show, a reality TV show host. Yeah, because Barack Obama, going on every single podcast, being in between two ferns, doing all those comedy sketches, going on the nighttime, what are those? They used to be called comedies, but they're not anymore. The talk shows at night. Yeah, people don't seem to know this or be aware of this, but Obama was the very first sitting president to go on a late night show. Every other president that went on a late night show either did it while they were running, Bill Clinton, or they were already retired. So he was the first, and he did it all the time. When he was on The Tonight Show, it used to film right across the street from my house, and it's like, oh, you'd have all the guards, and it's like, oh, God, why is he going to be on the telly? Anyways, so if you're going to act like a reality show host, why not make it the next person an actual reality show host? So, yeah, as Trump said last night or the night before, when he said, I won because of Obama and his actions. Yeah, it's like, if you're going to give us the pretend thing, let's just go for the real thing. Anyways, it's all showbiz all the time. Rip America, he added in a follow-up tweet. Viewers of the DNC's final night watched as the former Veep star Julia Louis-Dreyfus took the mic on Thursday to blast Trump, like everybody who did before her, and Vice President Mike Pence. She grilled the current, you don't have to grill anything in this town right now, holy mackerel is it hot, the current administration by admitting she planned to vote by mail, in the same manner of Vice President Poontz, I'm guessing that's her character, and President Trump himself, in reference to the television over mail-in ballots. Okay, but what happens when she finds out that hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions, of mail-in ballots are disqualified because of pick your reason? Because that is what's happened in New Jersey, and that is what happened in New York in this election cycle. I wonder how she will feel about it then. Oh, that's right. They just keep changing. So, how does Hollywood feel about the current state? Not necessarily hopping. And when you look at the ratings that were for the first night with Michelle Obama, and they were in the toilet, where's all the love for her? And you have the Obamas with the, the Netflix show that tanked. Guys, all this support out there that everybody keeps saying that Biden's got, it might be there, but it's not showing up in the ratings. Everything that they support is getting hammered, as in get woke, go broke. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens come November and December while they're still picking through the votes. Not looking forward to that. Not one bit. But anyways, until then, we will see you in the future.